So you are a parent that is struggling, hustling, focusing every day to lay a foundation for your children. But you are feeling bad when you see them not taking seriously whatever that you are trying to invest your much money, energy, so that for them they get a good life. What am I trying to mean? You are hustling to take your children at school. But again, when you see the results at the end of the term, you are drained, you are feeling bad because they are not performing well. You are seeing them every day playful with life. So in this video, I request you to borrow me your speech or your evangelism. I share my good words, my words of wisdom to your children. See, logically, it's very easy for we human beings to recognize or understand very well the words that can change us from the people whom we don't know. I might be speaking here on camera, but the people that are staying with me every day, they might not be recognize what I'm saying. But you who is not knowing me, since you've got attached with what I'm saying, it's very easy for you to digest whatever that I'm saying. That's how motivation comes in. You hear good words from someone whom you don't know, but because what he is saying, it's true and it's attaching, then you recognize what he is saying. So that's why I'm saying, I request you to borrow me your responsibility of always talking to your children. I talk to them. What I want from you, just share this video to that kid, to those children who are not taking seriously whatever that you are trying to put them to be. You are taking your kid at school, but you are getting reports that he is playful, he is not serious. Okay, so my brother, my sister, you are so lucky that your parents are still there for you. Do you know that there are many children in the same age like you that are on street yearning for a single support so that their life can change? There are many children that are suffering in life, regretting why they didn't hear to their parents. You have not reached that time of regretting. I request you to start thinking about the day when you will not be having your parents. How will you be living? You might not be thinking about that it can happen, but do you know that your parents are getting old? They are getting tired to work. They might not be having with that money that they are giving you now. How will you be living? Oh, they are going to die. They are going to leave you. You might say that they've invested much and they are having many properties. But if you are not having the wisdom to control, to maintain those many assets that you are seeing with your parents, again, you will not be with them. What you need to do, you get to listen to parents. What you need to do, you got to figure out what you want to be in future. Start to work on that now. Life is not easy. I want to give you a good example. I grew yearning to go at the university. I take a degree to become a psychiatrist. The degree in psychology that I was yearning for with my much intelligence, I didn't get it. I used to sit alone and ask that, oh God, why don't you give me a chance? Because this is what I want. It was not possible. I had to find another way of living in life. God is the one to guide us, but our foundation, our thinking will always take us where we want. Be with something that you want to be in life. Forget about the many things that you're seeing with your parents. They worked hard to reach where you are seeing them. They are considering you that if they don't help you, you will suffer in life. You are not seeing it, but it will become true if you are not serious. You got to wake up. Life is not easy. That's the truth. Many people are suffering. It's very shameful for you to suffer when you know why you are suffering, when you know that they were your mistakes that you made while you were growing. Because sometimes some people, many children that you are seeing on the street, they suffer because they had no option. I want to think about someone who grew in a family where they don't like him. Well, the only way how he could survive is to go on the street. But how about you, who is having a chance that your parents are there for you, but you are just thinking that everything is going to be the way they are now? Do you know that there are some people that are having a narrow mind? So you may be one of them who is thinking that because you are getting a good life now, it's going to be like that forever. Do not think this is going to be like that. Fine, you are thinking it's going to be like that, but it's not going to be like that. Everything is going to change. Think about only 10 years long ago. You were not the same way you are. You are growing, which means everything can change. Only you who is not getting a focus to change, to evolve with the things that are changing. Okay, hopefully you've digested that message. Now, here comes someone who is focused, but the family background, your mother, your father, they are not having support to help you. I want you to remind you that you are not alone. And many children, they've been also in that situation. I am one of them. But again, what you need is to pray to God. Also, define what you want. It's very easy to start looking for what you want that you've already confirmed that I want this. It's what we call the red car theory. When you walk on the street and you see a red car, you start admiring it. It is what you'll be seeing wherever you go. So do not worry that you are suffering, okay, because it will be disturbing your mind, which you don't have control about it. But pray to God, write down what you want, then start asking that how am I going to get this something that I want? Get some connections. Internet is there now. You can find many opportunities on internet. What I want to tell you that do not lose hope. There is an abundance of everything that you are looking for, as long as you've defined what you are looking for. Because many people, many children, they don't know what they want until they reach in their 20s. So that time in your 20s, you are suffering, but you don't know what you want. So you have two problems. You have to first sit down to figure out what you want and start asking that how am I going to get it? But what if you had decided before long time that I don't have this, but I know it's what I want? So it will be very easy for you to start looking for what you don't have, but you know it. Be that guy who is thinking far. You know, in life, you got to be with short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term goals, these are the goals that you will achieve every day. That I'm going to school to get a degree, to get this certificate. Okay, fine. This certificate will help me to secure a job in future. That is the long term. Once I get the job, I'll save my money, I'll buy a house, I'll start a business. Long term goal. But you are designing it now. This will give you a journey that is having a clear with less obstacles. Think about you going to a destination where the road is very clear. Everything starts with the way how you think. The way how you see everything in your mind is the governor of how your life is going to move on. You will protect yourself from the people, many of them that are not serious in their life. Do not be affected with those whom you see that are playful where you are, because it's common. And since you are still young, you are thinking that you are having time. There is no time. because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know when life is going to change for you. You are playing around. You might get sick if you are playing with this sexual intercourse. You might be put in jail because of misbehaving. Think about you starting to suffer at early age. I'll give you a genuine example. When I was growing, I admired to drive a car. And one day, because me, I have many skills. I can do welding, okay? So I was at the garage where we used to learn welding, and a customer brought a car. So what I did, I entered that car because I was admiring it. I was admiring to drive a car. I started it. It moved, but me, I didn't know that this car is not having brakes, okay? They use gear to put it on brake. You know, that car moved and it knocked someone. I was put in jail for 1 week. I was, by that time I was 20, because I had much admiration of driving a car. I ended up doing a mistake that took me in jail. What I learned from there, that in life, no matter how you want something, you got to be using logic on how to get it. Because I had much motivation that I must learn how to drive a car. Fine, I knew because I had gone in a driving school, but when you go in driving school, the tricks that they are giving you, they are not enough for you to learn how to drive. It's like to know everything.